Welcome back to the DMV Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Connor Streck, here with Sam Dine and Noah Hamilton. This is our baseball segment. We are here to talk Nationals and Orioles. Noah, where do you see the Baltimore Orioles finishing this season?
Obviously, I see the Orioles as a great team. They've been so good through the first half of the season. They're the third best team in the MLB. I do think that they have the ability to make it to the World Series and even win in the World Series. Just a great team, but they are not complete at the pitching position. They obviously need another starter, as Kyle Gibson has been pretty inconsistent. He had an 86 pitch outing in 3 innings against the Seattle Mariners, where they lost 13-1 in that game, as obviously Keegan Aiken gave up 7 runs in 1 inning. I do think if the bullpen and the starting pitching can get consistent with the offense, the Orioles are definitely having grounds for the World Series.
And I'm going to ask that same question to you, Sam. Where do you see the Baltimore Orioles finishing this season?
Yeah, I see them as an ALDS type ball club, a team that can win win a wild card game and potentially win that ALDS round. But ultimately, I think it comes down to the starting pitching for this squad, and I think there are a lot of guys they could acquire just prior to the deadline to make this team better as a whole. But the lineup with guys like Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rushman, Ryan Mountcastle, so many young assets that have a motive to win, have been performing great.
Well, speaking of Adley Rutschman, we have breaking news coming in now. He suffered a torn ACL during a workout session with the team this Thursday afternoon. We'll go to Noah first. How does this news change your outlook on this team?
Sell the team. It's over. We're done for the rest of the season. No more playoffs. Adley Rushman is our best player, and now with a torn ACL, our best catcher is James McCann. James McCann has been injured, too, so now our best catcher is Anthony Bemboom from AAA.
It's a legendary name right there. We'll go to Sam. What do you think the best trade target for the Orioles is if they want to pick up a catcher to replace Rutschman in this Orioles lineup?
To be honest, I don't see the point in replacing Rushman because they've got the Mister himself. Yes, McCann can. Yes, McCann can. No, but in all seriousness, I don't know. There are a lot of guys that they could look on the market. And one team I look at who actually might be selling at this deadline are the St. Louis Cardinals. And the catcher they have at the backup position, Andrew Kisner, a guy who's good defensively, has a solid bat, can hit opposite field. I think he's a guy that the Orioles should try and look at to try and platoon him, whether that be with McCann or with the guy Noah mentioned, being on the depth chart, but just in general, this is a tragedy for the Orioles. A team that has been playing great baseball now loses their best player all around.
I think it would be intriguing if they trade for Salvador Perez. Obviously, has not hit for great average the past couple of years, but has otherworldly power. And obviously, the Royals are technically in the middle of a rebuild. They have no top 100 prospects. The future is not bright for them. That would be interesting, especially with the Orioles having a lot of great prospects that they could potentially use as trade chips. Well, that's all for our MLB segment. I'm Connor Schreck with Sam Dine and Noah Hamilton on the DMV Sports Show.